video on the new Valve or the Steam video player for VR. Now a few weeks ago I did one for the HTC video player. There's a slight difference. The video player from HTC Vive is to play your own videos. So you can download them from YouTube, you can play the ripped Blu-ray 3D movies, you can play the spherical 360 videos. Now this is primarily for 360 videos in 3D. So basically you've got two spheres, one for each eye, and the 4K or up to 12 megapixel video on each rectangle is then wrapped around a sphere, and that gives you the 3D video. It's still a 2D video in theory, but because there's two of them side by side and they're spheres, you can look around and you get the 3D video. Now Valve have created this as a part of their platform, so it will give vendors a way of presenting video to us. One thing with 4K video and above ×2, you can imagine the bitrate's really high. It's really high to stream and it's really high for the player to play it. So they're also introducing something that's called field of view adaptive system. So what it does basically, you're only, if you can imagine with a 4K video, you're only looking at a very small part of that 4K, because the 4K is the whole rectangle. That rectangle is then wrapped around the 360 sphere, and then you're only looking at a little bit of it. So even with a 4K video, it can look a bit blocky, a bit pixelated, because you're only looking at, say, 720p area of that. Now what the FOVAS does, the field of view adaptive system, is it'll let you use a 12 megapixel source, but it'll only have high res in the area you're looking, and as you move around it will load those areas, and it will make it a lot easier to stream that and to play that, but also to give you a higher definition because you're using a 12 megapixel source rather than a 4K, for instance, or 1080p. Like if you see a 360 video in 1080p, it's bloody terrible. So on here you can see it's quite easy to access. Actually in the instructions it doesn't tell you that easily how to do it, but if you just go to Library VR, then so you'd have your games list, and below that you'd have tools, and then you have your video player. So if you click on that, it'll give you the option to install, and then if you click on it again, you will see the link here and it will give you the actual videos that are available. And quickly, while we're in that menu, you can go back to library at any time and you can click on videos and it'll show you all the videos you have installed. So it'll differentiate between what's 3D VR on here. So these are the ones I've got installed. Now if you wanted to remove one of these, like I've noticed by accident, and people have commented that it installs every single language for the video. I don't know if it's a bug or not, but if you wanted to remove one of those, you can just easily right click it and go to set categories and then click hide that game in my library, and it will disappear. And you could always go back to if you go back to Library VR on the video player, there's a link under here for those videos, and if you hit it you can just click it again and replay it and it'll put it back on your list. One quick thing while we're in here to show you is basically Steam VR have just released their new Steam VR Home, which is really awesome. I might do a video on it later. It's very cool, it's in depth, and it could grow to be something really great as like a lobby system. And to get that, if you right click on this and do properties and just go to betas and just click opt in, and then that'll reinstall Steam VR and you'll have the beta version. And I've not found any problems with using the beta version. So if we go back to the video player and we click on this Steam 360 video player, this is the videos we have at the moment. So we can click on, say, red versus blue, and you can just say watch that, and it will launch that into your window. So we can jump across to that quite easily, and we can see we're in Rooster Teeth Presents. So this is just red versus blue that they've made. Now if you put your mirror on for Steam VR, so it's basically just clicking on where it shows that your headset is connected and your base stations and your controllers. If you click on the Steam VR beta or the Steam VR option in that, you can put display mirror. So I can show you that overlay there. So basically it tells us that we're in what quality we're in auto, and maybe because I've got a 100 megabit internet, it's the highest. And you can see as I'm using my arrow keys, it'll switch that.
He says by a guy wearing a clown mask
click on it,
that escaped in his hot air balloon.
as it'll go through the different levels and up and down, and you can use the right arrow keys to see back and forward on the video. So you can do that quite easily with the headset on, and then pressing A at any time will stick it back to auto, so it'll decide based on your internet speed or your computer player what it can play. Now the Favas I mentioned, I don't think that's out yet. I don't think they're using it, but that's their intention. I think they've signed on with the company that create that. And that company also is involved with the video software, so if you want to make these videos, you can go onto that website. It's linked in Steam VR, I won't link it. And with that you can create your own 360 videos. I don't know the process of submitting them to Steam, but there is a method to do that. Now, if you just want to play 3D videos that you have on your computer, or you want to download them from YouTube, I explained all that in a video, and I'll stick that at the end. So yeah, basically this is a new thing from Steam VR, and I'm sure any kind of movies that do come out in VR, made for VR, with the double sphere, they are 360 videos in 3D, that they'll be on this platform and enable us to view them. Hopefully a lot of them are free, I'm sure they'll have some pay-for-play ones. Very quick video, hope you enjoyed it, I'll see you in the next one.